Good afternoon. It's very nice to see you here in Estonia, Tehnopol, UK Lounge. Mr. Ambassador, would you tell us when UK got the attention, or eye, on Estonian startup?
I arrived here at the beginning of 2012, and it was very clear to us that one of the most important things that we could do as the embassy was to talk to people in the startup sector, because all the time there are brilliant ideas coming out here, and I think for a lot of young Estonian companies, how they're going to expand globally is looking to the UK to partner with UK companies or going through the UK to the rest of the world. So that's why we always came talking to Estonian companies, and we've never been disappointed.
We always had very good relations with UK back from war times, and we all remember 2002 came here to help us out. But later on, we always had friendly relations, and also business activities and science activities have been between these two countries. How did you get the idea to make a UK lounge here in Tehnopol?
We wanted to have a consistent presence in one of the main startup incubators, and Tehnopol is that. And we bring interesting people here all the time. Today we've got Raspberry Pi, perhaps the most interesting people we have ever brought here. And you know, this makes people think about the UK and say, actually, this could be good for our business if we could develop that UK link. So there's quite a lot of Union Jacks and various other things in here. Maybe it's a little bit bright, but actually, so long as in the mind, it makes people go, yeah, actually, UK is good for us, and that's a good thing.
I think people love here. They see the Prince Harry coming along, and remember the day, and you know, we like your Queen, and we think the Britain shouldn't be without the Queen, so things like that. So it's really nice to see the real inventions coming from Britain, and you make them there as well. It's not some cheap chip, like you said, coming from, you know, Far East, but something made in Britain, and we're proud of it. And it actually makes us think as well. We'd like to see more things made in Estonia, and we're proud of it. So you certainly have many more things, and that's a good example for us also. What is actually a Raspberry Pi?
Okay, so the Raspberry Pi is a credit card sized computer that's very, very cheap, very, very affordable. It's designed to help education of computer science and computing and programming concepts in children, in schools in the UK and around the world.
You started when?
I've been with Raspberry Pi a little over a year. The foundation itself is a UK-based charity. It has been running probably since about 2008. The initial idea came about from the applicants of Cambridge University for computer science. They saw a problem there and tried to fix the education system.
I read there was 4 people behind this idea. They're all inventors of the Raspberry.
Yeah. So they were based at the Cambridge University Computer Lab.
They're all scientists.
Yeah, all computer scientists, engineers.
Very nice. Rachel, what you have done with Raspberry Pi so far?
Well, I come from an arts background, so I actually approached the Raspberry Pi Foundation because I'd made a gardening robot, and this is the first time I'd actually played with any kind of robotics or anything. I hadn't even touched an Arduino before this, and I was really interested. Everyone was talking about the Internet of Things and smart objects. So my first project was a hydroponic garden system that was a little insecure, and it was a bit nervous about being a smart object. So what it would do is, it would ask for advice. So it would take care of the garden, but only if you fed it gardening tips, which meant you had to send in websites, gardening websites, and feed it like a Tamagotchi. If it was happy and the garden was going well, then it would share on social media. So it would boast about its garden, and that was the first thing I did with Raspberry Pi. And after that, I was completely hooked, and I contacted the foundation and was like, "Please, can I do more with you? Can I do more projects and get more people excited about this who don't come from a computer science background?" So, just as an example.
Ben, what is the mission actually coming here to Estonia? How you see Raspberry good? people used here, or is it already in the shops?
So yeah, people in Estonia have Raspberry Pis at home. Some children have them, some hardware hackers and engineers have them, and they use them. We were at a hackathon event this weekend, and lots of people were choosing to use Raspberry Pi in their project, which is really good. And there were some really smart people, really good ideas, really good projects that use Raspberry Pi. We came here to establish, continuing relations with the Estonian people and the British Embassy in Estonia. We want to kind of help each other in education, so we want to form a partnership to help train teachers, help deliver the computing curriculum in both countries, and try and learn from each other.
Very good. Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming over, bringing your Raspberry to Estonia. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
Good to sort you.
God bless you.
I'll pass on the good wishes.